Hi, everybody. Here are Friday night's fast food expressions. When somebody surprises us with something, or we think something is really strange or foolish, or we don't want to know about it, we'll go, "You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding." It means you're joking with me. You're telling me something funny. You're not serious. I don't believe you. You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. This very often, this got to winds up being gotta. Two T's becomes just one soft T. You've gotta be kidding. The G sound is often not made. Even though it looks two big D's, it's just a soft D sound because this is the high syllable. You've gotta be kidding. You've gotta be kidding. Remember, this isn't two, this is t. You've gotta be kidding. You've gotta be kidding. If you sat down and somebody brought you a plate of food that wasn't yours, that you didn't ask for, you might say, "Well, you gotta be kidding. Hey, I didn't order. I didn't order. I didn't order. Hey, I didn't order." Now I know this is didn't, and this is order, but very often when it's spoken quickly, the T sound isn't made, so the N sound moves over, and the R sound is so soft it may not even be spoken. So it didn't order. Didn't order. Hey, I didn't order. Hey, I didn't order that. You've got to be kidding. Hey, I didn't order that. And then you might say, "I just wanted a simple burger, not the big monstrosity. I just wanted." Here, very often, both of these T's can be not sounded. You may hear them, but very often, "I just wanted." I just wanted. You might hear "I just wanted." That's a little formal. You've got to be kidding. Hey, I didn't order the monster burger. I just wanted a simple burger. I just wanted. Sometimes people who wait on this aren't very polite. And you'll hear that in this conversation. I go, "Well, sir, if you really wanted only a simple burger, you should have told me that." As if you were supposed to know what he was going to do. Well, sir, if you really wanted, the R sound is going to move over, so you get, "Well, sir, if you really," and this will turn into kind of long I sound of E. If you, "Well, sir, if you really wanted," again, that T sound is not made. "Well, sir, if you really wanted," "Well, sir, if you really wanted only a simple burger, why didn't you tell me?" We all know that different places have different ways of doing things. Some people, this place, a hamburger may have ketchup on it. Another place, a hamburger might have mustard on it. Another place, it might be plain. Very common way people will say that here we do things one way is, "Well, in these parts," meaning here. In these parts. Well, in these parts. This L sound moves over to the I. Well, in these parts. Well, in these parts. We are hearty eaters. We are hearty eaters. A hearty eater is somebody who likes to eat a lot. Now here, this is a hearty, and this is eater. So you wind up with, "We are hearty eaters." Very often, because you have these two sounds, it just becomes one longer one. Hearty eaters. Hearty eaters. You can't really tell the difference between where one starts and the other begins. This one may be a bit lower, the sound may be a bit lower, and then continue a bit higher, but it's really kind of one long sound. Not "we are hearty eaters." We are hearty eaters. We are hearty eaters. If we're buying more than one thing and the price keeps going up, as we add things, the people who are selling to us want to make it seem like it's not a big number. So it only comes to. This is not about somebody coming to here or arriving. It means the total is only. It only comes to $9.99. It only comes to $14.22. This E is not sounded, and this asshole, even though it's not a soft sound, kind of moves over, so it becomes comes to. It only comes to. It only comes to $9.99. And if they're trying to make you take something from the menu you don't want, which sometimes happen, they try to persuade you, be nice to you to get to buy something, and you can see there's something else. You go, what about the other? What about the other burger? That's cheaper. What about the other burger? That's not so sloppy. What about the other burger? I don't want this one. This moves over, becomes a soft T. What about, here you have the two T sounds, so you only get one. What about the, now here we have an sound. So what about the other? Very often when people are speaking quickly, it'll wind up as one long sound. Maybe a little change in the pitch, but not two separate sounds. It's not the other or the other, it's the other. What about the other? What about the other burger? I want that one. Okay, guys, I'll see you in class.